welcome to day 2 of the next masterclass related to customer experience and AI, and looking forward to the first session of today, which is the Fireside chat with Davidek Herron, the Chief Digital Officer from Roche. Hi, Davidek. Is proper customer experience the natural evolution of pharma engagement?
Great question, Dario. So first, let's talk about customer experience and what does that mean? I know pharma has always had a really big focus on customer experience in regards to we had really strong and still have sales forces, medical teams, et cetera, people calling on our customers, and customers being healthcare providers, healthcare systems, or patients. What we see now is we need to continue that customer experience because we do know that at the end of the day, it's all going to help drive better patient outcomes. And this is why we're seeing the increased focus on customer experience, even more so now with the current situation we are in globally with COVID.
Thank you. Which digital elements can lead us to proper customer experience?
That's a good question. I think it's less digital. It's all about our positioning and really what our ultimate outcome is. So having now worked with 2 different employers in a short period of time, there's different positionings that we can take in regards to that. One being that it's do we focus on our people, process, or technology piece, and then the outcome is driving either better access to medicine or is it better access or better outcomes for patients? And I think once the companies kind of understand that and that direction they're going, I think that's really where you need to really nail down, all right, how we're going to drive this customer experience. And again, less about the technology piece, because I know a lot of times we focus on that, but more around the people driving that technology and how we can make sure that our people are really equipped to ultimately drive that experience with the customers. And customers, again, I know we keep talking about this, but we need to be clear on who the customer is. And I think that's what sometimes the first obstacle companies need to tackle.
Thank you. From what similar industries pharma can learn in terms of AI?
That's a great question. That's something that I'm always talking to my peers about. If you think about AI, right? So, companies all over the world have been fighting for customer attention, right? And now they're starting to use technology like this to really discover, ways to do that. AI has been a big driver to that, but you have to really think around what is AI. And I know I sit on some boards and some venture funds as well. And I'm starting to see even more so accelerated in the startup community that, everyone's, sprinkling AI for this, AI for that. But if you really dig under the hood there, it's really, what is your value proposition? What is your go-to-market model? And ultimately, how are you serving better outcomes for your customer, whether you're selling pens or whether you're selling life-saving medicines. And from an AI perspective, you think about this AI in general, right? It's broken down into almost 4 different areas. You have the natural language processing, right? So understanding and recognizing like natural speech, right? And writing, and we're seeing so many advances in the healthcare system with this piece of it. Image processing, that's huge as well. But then a lot of stuff we focus on is really around that machine learning, right? So how do you taking that data or statistical methods to really get to a better segmentation or a better content creation for your customer? And this is really the piece that, a lot of companies are leveraging. And then again, the companies that are doing it well, I mean, we interact with them when we close our personal company's computers every day, right? Whether it's the Amazon, the Netflix of the world, the Spotify's, et cetera. It's how can you deliver that personalization to us, and it means that it really helps us go down that journey.
Thank you. Can AI assist in delivering customer experience?
Great question. I think the blunt answer is no. I think it's everything behind that AI or the algorithm or what it is, right? So if you think about AI in healthcare, right? I mean, it's done so much in such a short little time as well, around just things such as detecting life-threatening diseases, right? For cancer and early diagnostics. An example of this is, I mean, I was reading the other day, there's like, we have these supercomputers now that are running these advanced algorithms that, for example, I think in leukemia, there was this rare type of leukemia that, that they were able to discover in a short period of time when, it took doctors months to just even identify it, right? So I do see advances for that. And by customer experience, I'm equating to outcomes. So patient outcomes, better outcomes for our patients, caregivers, and healthcare systems. Now, where AI can play a key role in engaging with our customers is, again, around just making sure we're having that personalized approach, right? And then you're seeing streamlined tasks are being able to be eliminated because of, let's say, technology like AI, right? Whether it's personalized emails, offers, chatbots, all the various hyper-personalized experiences around that. But this is where AI can help us better that interaction. But ultimately, again, I think AI is better served really in leveraging clinical trials, real-world data, things like that, to ultimately advance our outcomes based for our patients.
Thank you. How to manage the problem that humans don't want to listen to AI?
Yeah. Well, I think first we need to come to the reality that it's AI-powered applications is not just science fiction anymore, right? It's really, it already exists, and it's making healthcare institutions and doctors more productive and efficient. I think that's a fact. Now, I've been actually doing a lot of reading on this. It's great you asked this question around just the bias sometimes of algorithms and things like that. So what you are seeing now, there is more of a internal insight on this, how we help get in front of that potentially happening in the future. And I think now it's how do you gain acceptance of it? It's here, it's already working. But it's more so as it continues to add value, and as we as humans continue to leverage it in the best way to get to that better outcome we're looking for. And again, hopefully the outcome specific in our industry is better patient outcomes.